Boxing King Media in association with boxer Ellie Brooke. Just seen you smash the pads up. You can actually, well, you can obviously fight, and you look good in the gym as well.
Thank you, I'm getting there. I had a long time off because I was in Miami and in Ibiza, so a couple of weeks back now. So I'm excited and my fitness is going up good. Like when you have a few weeks out, the decline of your fitness is insane. So it's just about building it up, and I'm getting better and better each session. So yeah, I'm happy with my progress.
You've obviously looked back at your fighting experience that you had the exhibition back first time round. When you look back at that now, how much better are you than that Ellie Brooke that fought in that ring that night?
Yeah, I think it's crazy because straight after that fight, I feel like if I did the same fight, exactly the same opponent a week later, it would have been so much better. But you live and you learn, and I think that I need to get more sparring and ring experience, and I'm only improving. So, that's all I could ever ask for. And I'm not proud of that fight. I knew I could have done a lot better, but it was my first one. I think it was bound to happen, especially with nerves and everything like that. So my next performance will hopefully be a lot better. So I'm excited for that.
The most important thing is you got the win, and that's what counts.
Yeah.
Have you got anything lined up?
Hopefully December. Nothing in contract yet, but hopefully December. So got some time. I think it's 2.5 months. So.
I think your opponent AJ Bunk, I think she's fighting on the Misfits show, so could we potentially see you on a Misfits event?
Perhaps. Her opponent Carla, I had her in for sparring last week, so it's good. I think with Misfits it's good that they're giving more women opportunities to fight on the card. I mean, it's good for me because there's a bigger pool of opponents, and also more people to spar, because I think last time I was always constantly sparring professionals, and this time having experience with less experience. Wow, I can't speak, I'm so tired. This time, being in the ring with less experienced fighters will definitely be beneficial, because they fight a little bit more unorthodoxly, so it's getting used to the grips of that caliber of fighter, I guess.
And what is the ultimate dream for you in this whole boxing circle?
I think that given the chance, if this could overtake my career than OF, then I guess that would be the goal. I'm happy doing both at the moment, but I think it's strange, if you would have asked me this question 3 months ago, I would have said, no, I always want to do OF, but I think that boxing is slowly becoming more exciting for me, and I enjoy it more.
Are you finding the mix? Because obviously since you've entered the boxing world, I bet your OF subscriptions have gone through the roof, and I've seen you quite big on TikTok as well. So are you kind of dealing with the whole boxing crowd? Because they must be sliding into your DMs, I dread to imagine.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of people. I think with the boxing community, like the proper ones with professional and stuff, they hate me because I'm like a TikTok boxer and influencer boxing, and I think it's slowly getting more popular, but it's still very hated against compared to like the professional boxers, but I understand that because it is relatively new, and I can see that why would people want to watch worse fighters that earn a lot more money than the professional ones. But it's just a way of life, and unfortunately people want to see big personalities and online personas get in the ring and beat each other up essentially.
It's probably worth mentioning as well, it's not just as simple as stepping in the ring, because it takes a lot of guts and a lot of, I don't want to use the word balls, but to step in that ring, it's not easy, and you're still doing that, whether you're getting paid or not. That first step it's really hard.
Oh my gosh, I think no one had prepared me. I think it's funny because, most professional fighters, they have their first amateur fights in a hall in front of, small amounts of people, but for mine, my debut was in front of thousands of people and at O2 Indigo, so I've definitely got some things to learn. But yeah, it was absolutely nerve-wracking, and I think that one thing that I could learn to improve on from my last fight is trying to control the nerves, because people were saying, you were so unfit, you only fought 4 rounds, you were blowing out, but if you're not controlling your breathing right, and you're like essentially panicking and not even breathing in and out effectively, you could blow out really quick. So I think that's one thing I've got to learn. But yeah, it's hard getting in that ring, so for everyone out there, if you want to box, be prepared.
Exactly, it's not as easy as it sometimes looks. Just a slightly off-topic question. So, how many boxers have you probably had sliding into your DMs since you've kind of took up this whole, since you entered the boxing game?
Yeah, quite a few. I can't, honestly.
I'm not asking you to name them.
Name them. I'm trying to. Yeah, but they're not really big ones. Boxers have stayed in my DMs before, but no like they are like I wouldn't say it's not people as big as like Tyson Fury or AJ or anything like that, but a lot of boxers have, yeah.
That's a hint, Tyson Fury, if you're watching.
No, I love him and his wife. I could never.
Yeah, I'm only messing, Ellie. So your TikTok's huge as well. You know, you're really good at creating content.
Yeah.
You got like a film crew with you because the quality of your post is like everything's 4K.
Yeah, everything is filmed on the camera you've got actually, or an A7IS or something, the A7 Mark III. So really good cameras. Yeah, really good cameras, and it's good because I think that it just gives you that edge compared to other people that are just using their phones. So it makes you look a bit different and more exciting, I guess. It's a cleaner cut and transitions. It's harder to do and it takes more time, but I definitely think it's more effective.
It definitely is effective because I run TikTok and cleaner content gets more views.
Yeah.
And just to wrap up, Ellie, what was your views on this week with the whole Conor Benn Chris Eubank situation?
Yeah.
Obviously, you're new in the boxing industry. What do you think of it all?
Yeah, I think it's, I've been on Twitter this morning and it's disheartening for fans because not only is that fight not happening, people have arranged travel and hotels and stuff like that. So unfortunately, it just falls back on the fans really that have to fork out for the price. Like not even just the ticket sales, like everything else they've paid for. So it is disappointing. I don't know that much on like is it juicing? I don't know, whatever that is. But even my opponents accuse me of it. So, yeah, I don't really know that much about it, but it sucks because it would have been a really good fight to watch.
Definitely. And just before I let you go, do you want to your social platforms are way bigger than mine, but do you want to shout out your platforms because I'm sure I'll send a few followers your way?
Thank you. My TikTok is Elle Brooke and my Instagram is the Dumbledore. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. No, thank you.